All right, guys, I'm back and I'm checking this to see if it drops any frames. Um, so far it looks like it's doing good. So we'll see how it goes. Um, but anyway, so that was one setting. I might share it with you guys if it actually works. But yeah, it looks like I don't know. So I think part of it is I'm running on a single computer or a single PC, and that probably it does affect. Um, it does affect. What? There it is. Okay, well, I'm not worried about that right now. So what I think it is that I should be using my laptop to stream, but I'm not. I'm using this single computer because it's supposed to be really good, and it is a good computer. Don't get me wrong. I love her. She's great. But anyway, so what I want to do is we're going to test the adaptive AI, as I've said 15 times, and I'm still talking about it. And let's pick a track. So let's go to single player AI. Then we'll go to single race. And then I'm going to keep it at 5 minutes for practice and then a 2 lap qualifier. I might, you know what? I think I'm going to, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Um, that'll be fine. I can get, well, let's do a little bit more on practice because honestly, I think let's go to 10 minutes on practice. Now let's go to the car. Spam call. So let's change the car out. So I want to go to Mazda, go down to it's global. Mazda MX-5 Cup. Bam. Okay, now we'll go to the track. So let's pick a track. I like Sebring. I'm really good on Sebring. Although if you watch that last video, I came around sundown and I could not. I missed that turn every single time. I wound up going wide. I think it was partially the setup because that setup is something that I had been working on and I never really got used to it, never really liked it. And it was great except for sundown. And when you think it's sundown, um, sunrise, sun, whatever it is. But every time I would come into the turn, I hit the brakes, and the front end I could not get the front end to settle down into the turn. And normally, if I use fixed setup or even the Ringmeister, I think it's Ringmeister, one of those setups, coming into that turn, you hit the brakes, and the front end would really, really settle down, and you could really get a good bite with the rear wheels when you push the gas, and I could just run around the corner there. But I struggled with that in that particular race, and it cost me time because typically I'm running around a 211, pretty close to 211 flat. My fastest on Sebring in the Aston Martin GT4 is a 209, like point 0.9. So I know that it's possible to go faster, but also depending on the weather conditions, it can change. So you're not always going to be um, that fast. That's why I know I've been bad to have my optimal all-time optimal lap up as a like a marker for me to be chasing, and sometimes the track conditions are just not there for that fast time, and there's just no way to get it. So you're chasing your tail basically. My dogs are barking. Um, let's see. I need to go check on my goats here in a minute. So if you guys will give me just a minute, I'll be right back. I'll go check on some animals. I have 4 goats. I have a bunch of dogs. And, well, you got to keep those guys separated. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So, anyway, let me get my stuff back here. So, back where we were at, let's see here. Let me see. What do I want to do? I could leave it on Sebring, and what we could do is let's do the club since we're doing the MX-5 because it's a shorter track and it's a really fun track to race with the MX-5. Okay. So we're still gonna do, you know what? Since they already do, let me see. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let's not do. So on the MX-5s, they don't do rolling starts. So they do standing starts. So we'll do that. So that way you don't have to do the parade lap. I kind of despise the parade laps. So there's depending on the track. Some of them are okay. Some of them are horrible. But some of them it's like you're doing 30 miles an hour and it's like a 400-mile track. So let's see. Okay, so let's go to the time of day. Let's do noon. That'll work today. No, it's not. May 15th at noon, whenever, So, but we're going to keep the weather. Weather is the same. I don't want rain at all because rain sucks. Just so you know, iRacing, I don't like your rain. It's not that it's bad. It's just it's bad for me. That was the beginning of the downfall of my iRating last week. Is I went into a race and it said rain unlikely and it rained the entire race, bro. The entire race until the end, and then everybody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," and I was in the back of the pack. I was like horrible the entire race. So, but that happens. Let me see here, and then let's see race options. I'm not worried about that. Qualifying conduct. I'm not worried about that. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Let's see here. Um, let's go to track conditions. I'm not worried about any of that. It'll do all of that for me, and then let's go to this. So again, I'm going to go over this one more time. So if you've never done, well, obviously, if you haven't done the adaptive AI yet, it still has the original um, fixed range settings if you wanted to use that. And it's got it right now. It's always set at 73 to 88%, and then you can adjust it, to like 125% is the cheaters, and they're probably doing 6 seconds faster than I am on a fast day. But you can adjust it. You can make this really close together, and then all the cars will be the same. And so, but you can adjust all that out. So I don't really care about any of that. But since I'm doing a qualifying lap, it doesn't give you a starting position um, marker. It just gives you the number of cars on the track. So I'm going to turn this down to like 22 ish, 20. Let's do 20 because this is a lot of cars on Sebring's club circuit because it's really short and it's tight anyway. So let's go back to the adaptive AI because that's what we're worried about here. So we've got it on that. Now they've got a couple of different settings. I'm leaving it on high because I feel like that I should. I think that for what I want to do, for what I'm trying to learn, because it says optimize racecraft and lap times are required to get to the front of the pack. And that's really what I'm after is I want to get better at my racecraft. If I wanted I want to get better at not making mistakes and racing close and tight with people without hitting them. Especially when they get really mad when you hit them accidentally and they get all hurt about it. So, because they never made a mistake before in their life. You know who you are. So, just saying. But it's okay. I'm not mad at you. But I thought it was funny. So, I might go into that one day. I might even do a video on it one day. I don't know. But James, you're cool. That's all I'll say. Anyway, we'll keep it on high. And let's see. Let me go back. Let me make sure we are race options, race weather. Let's see. Oh, the time. So we're going to do 10 minutes, 2 laps qualifying, and then 10 race laps. So, because 10 laps should be good enough. So let's go ahead. We've got everything we want and click OK. And what is he barking at? My dog. Sandy. Sorry, guys. I was yelling at my dogs. Give me 1 minute, guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. I have a sorry, winded. I have a elderly puppy. She's about 14 years old, and she does not get around as well as she used to. So I had to give her a hand. Anyway, so we are back. What we're going to do is I'm going to do this right here, and we're going to start this race, and we'll see how it goes. Coffee does a body good. So I'm working on my audio too. I'm working on everything because that's what we do here. And it looks like, at least for now, it does look like my drop frames is good and it's coming and going. So it's doing really good right now. So that's great. One of these days, I'm going to have one of these amazing studios, you know, like some of these guys have. Okay. So, let me see here. You'll have to forgive me. But now my Cindy girl, she's getting on up in years. She's 14, I think. We got her when we lived in Germany. And we brought her back to the United States with us when we moved back. And she's been our pal. She's a Kuvach golden retriever mix. Big girl. But she's getting old and starting to have really bad hip problems. So she does not get around really well. So I have to help her get up and down stairs, especially. So, and anyway, okay. So here we are at Sebring International Raceway again. So I might leave it. Let me see what I've got for setups on here because I do have some of these setups for this one. I might have Sebring for this. These are old, but who cares? Another video I could do sometime is about the paid setups. Nothing against them. I like them. But they're not 100% necessary if you're starting out. So, oh, there's Sebring. So we will go to that one right there. Okay, and we will say done. Now we're going to go do a little practice laps. But anyway, don't get me wrong, I need to do a little bit of adjustment here because I am definitely need to, well, that's at 15, so that's fine. All right. I do need to adjust my about right there. Yep, that'll do. Someday when I get a lot of money, I will have triple screens. But right now I don't have triple screens, so. All right, so we'll get out of that. I've got everything set the way I wanted. I'll leave it on my relative just so I can see what's going on around me. And I promise that I will turn off the driving line at the end of the practice, or at the end of the qualifying session. But I haven't raced on this track in a while with the MX-5. Oh, I know what I could turn on. I will in a minute. Just so we can see it. I saw that. Hope it doesn't do that a lot. Had a freeze up there. So what I'm hoping is going to happen is that with the adaptive AI, when I run the practice laps and the qualifying lap, it will at least pick up my basic speed because I noticed when I shouldn't have shifted down that far. So I noticed when I ran a race in just I did not need to do that. When I raced a race without doing anything but just jumping into it, I started in last and I was like mega faster than everybody else, which is just insane. And let's do this. I'm gonna get out of here. So what I'm gonna do is go back to here. I meant to turn this on and I forgot. Go to options. We'll do my all-time best lap just because I want to be able to see it. So it's 113.63. So I'm going to put that out there just so I can see it. That way I have an idea, because I haven't raced Sebring on the MX-5s in quite some time. So it's kind of a, I want to just sort of know where I'm at. So I'm not going to lie, I've been looking forward to the adaptive AI for a very long time. In fact, I was thinking about it before I even knew they were going to even have anything like this. But I feel like it could be an absolute game changer for a lot of people as far as learning racecraft, because I feel like it's going to put you in more race situations without the danger of losing I rating in a regular race. I didn't need to shift down there. That was scary. 15.223. Hey, look, Dale Earnhardt Jr. No, not really. It's his AI.
15.831. That was your fastest lap of the session.
I will actually do some real races, guys. There's a couple of things I'm trying to do right now, and one of them is get this stream right, and I'd also like to get some actual testing done with this AI. This is the biggest thing I'm so excited about the adaptive AI that I think it's going to be really awesome.
Checker flag. Practice is over.
Alright, so we are done with the practice. So, I felt okay with that. I'm still a solid second out of what I am used to. But, like I said, I haven't been on this track in a long, long time. And I don't even know what the weather conditions are right now, so, other than it's sunny. So, my optimal lap could be... It's probably totally different conditions. So what I'm really looking forward to on here is really just the how everything plays out on the track. What I want to see is how well how racy things are. That's really what I want to see, because I've never really had a race with the AI where I felt like it was, I don't know, they're either too good or not good enough, and it's not really a test of. I think that we'll find out. I'll just shut up. Let me qualify.
Green flag. Here comes your first time lap.
Well, that's not good. Didn't need to shift down to first there. I don't know why I did that. I know why I did it, because I haven't raced here in a while. Not in the MX-5s. Actually raced here last week before I got sick. I had a stomach bug last week and missed the IMSA Pilot Challenge race, which I had been practicing for like 2 weeks and was running really good lap times. So I was really excited, and then wound up with a stomach bug and couldn't race. So it was horrible. But that happens. Alright, here we come around the corner here. Not great, guys. Not great at all. Alright, where did we qualify? Dead last, guys. Dead last. But that's okay, because I expected it, to be honest. I didn't do all that great. So, now is the test, because I qualified dead last. So now we'll have to see where... We'll see if it really does what it says it's going to do. So, alright, get ready. Alright, so what I've noticed is that early on in the race, it's like super easy to pass. Or not necessarily super easy, but they're like slower, and then they get faster as the race goes on, which is kind of that way in real life, but not. Alright, so here we go. Okay, they didn't slow down this time. Yeah, they don't block yet.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
That was my fault, but just a touch, so. I really do expect to be a lot faster by the end of this race. And yes, I forgot to turn off the dang driving line again. That's okay. You don't really use it really in the race anyway, it's there. But it's not really something that's all that useful in a race. Because there's too many cars around, so... And honestly, if you don't know where to go by the time you get in the race, you probably shouldn't be in the race, so... Let's see what this guy does. I know I can catch up with him right here anyway. He stayed out there a little bit.
16.852, left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear the right. car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 14.843, 15.318. That was your fastest lap of the session.
There we go. I hooked that one up. I'm starting to see my driving line now. I'm gonna.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. The car in P5 just hit the fastest lap. 14.528, 15.46. Fourth car, 1 has taken the lead. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P21 just hit the fastest lap. 14.288. Left side. Clear on the left. The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 14.113, 14.774.
Didn't have a good lap there. Or a good turn. He got away from me a little bit. There we go.
7. Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Hey, I made up ass.
You to go straight. The car in P12 just set the fastest lap. 14, 1,
My fault.
0, 5, left side.
Well, that didn't end well.
We got damage on the front end. Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Ah, now I'm just all over the place. Hot in here too. Well, it was worth a shot, guys. Except for my mistakes there, it's actually pretty good. So, yes, I'm dead last, I know. But this was just a test, and honestly, I like it. I just, make a mistake, and this is what happens, boys and girls. So, because I touched that car and got off the track, and then it was over from there. But overall, I do like how it does seem to be. So,
we'll get them next time.
Anyway, guys, let me see here. So, I guess, let me get out of this. Let's go back and look a little bit. There we go. So, I just wanted to take a look back. So I got back behind. I never really did anything. I never got really the speed I was hoping to get. But like I said, I haven't been on this track in a while with the MX-5. But once you get back up into traffic, once I caught back up with them, it's racy enough to where I feel like that if you're not making mistakes like I was, I feel like the AI is a lot. It seems like it's a lot better. I don't know if they did anything to improve the actual AI, but just the fact that you're racing cars that I felt like everybody was pretty even, and I think that's the important thing for me right now on iRacing is that when I do use AI, which I do quite frequently, or I had been, um, I think it's really important for it to be. Um, that was stupid, but it's important for it to be close so that I really think it's important to get this practice. It's better than just doing laps, even if you're not doing as fast. It's being in traffic with other cars because I think the faster the cars are, the faster you're going to go, um, and and you'll improve. That was not a great line through there, but let me do this right quick because I'm going to do another race before we go, and just so we can get rid of this. Let's there. Now there's no driving line. So, in fact, let's do this. Let's go back to the race itself. Now, I can redo the race one more time, and we'll see how we do. Because I do feel like we can do better, and I've got to go here in a little bit. So, my son gets off in 15 minutes, so I have a 10-minute race here, or 10 laps. So, anyway, let's do this thing. Because I got to go pick up a kid from work here in just a few minutes. So, let me turn my volume up a little bit. All right, red light. Get ready. And we're off. So we'll see how it does now. 10 laps.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
All right, now let's go.
Seven, 47, 7, 6. Seven, 1, 6. Left side. Stay on the right.
There we go. Come on.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
It's definitely racier. Probably racier than you actually get in most of the races. And live races. That's my weakest corner right there of the entire racetrack. I think it's probably a lot of people's weakest corner. Or weakest turn, set of turns, whatever. At least on the MX-5s. I feel like I do really good on that turn on the... Well, you don't really do that turn. Well, you do on the GT4s. I don't think I've ever raced the club circuit on GT4s.
14.901. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a lot faster than these guys, but it's definitely more difficult to make passes than I remember it being on the AI. And even the car in the back, man, he's staying right there with me. Five laps to go.
The car in P7 just hit the fastest lap. 14.227. Car 55.
See, I should be doing a lot faster than this. I don't understand. Well, I know what's going on. Okay, let's do it. I want to get around this guy. And we're going to go around him right here. Wow, he moved out. Wow. That's a first right there. I've never had the AI block me before like that. But that's okay. So that's probably something I wouldn't do in a real race, because it's asking to get destroyed. But hey, I made the turn. I made it. So yeah, taking a little risk here, but that's the thing about AI, man. There's no consequence to it. If I do wreck, I just wreck, you know? Alright, calm down. There we go. Alright, come on. Because I know I can go a lot faster than 216. I'm going to try to make the same pass again. Let's do something different. Let's see if he'll come over this time. Since I'm not acting like I'm going to block. Well, I'm not even close enough to do it. See what he does. Just hold on. Maybe I should have tried it. Because I really thought I was too far back, but then he slowed down almost to a stop right there. 16.139. Whoop. He saved it. Wow, that's impressive. I gave him a good tap and he just wiggled a little bit and kept going. I'm impressed.
We got damage on the front end. Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Not on this track. See, I know I'm faster than this guy. That's why I'm frustrated with him right now. Come on, stay on him, stay on him. Alright, now, let's see if I can't do this. If we can't make this pass this time. He's moving over. Oh, he's blocking me a little bit. Now go back over, go back over. Wow, he blocked me. See, I don't remember him blocking before. I don't ever remember being blocked by an AI. Normally you can make that move and just go around them. So that's new, or at least to me. Because he stepped out and blocked me there. Because I was definitely going to make that move. See what he does up here. I screwed myself on that one. When I touched him there. I'm not gonna lie, man, the racing is better on the AI than it has been in the past. Because I've never been able to... Normally, it's not this close at all. I mean, I know I'm all the way back in 19th, but honestly, the whole idea of this is really about getting experience in traffic. I don't really care about being in the lead. If you're in the lead, you're just hot lapping as far as I'm concerned. So being able to get in traffic, not destroy everybody around you, and make passes or at least finish cleanly, that's racecraft is what I'm really, really working on here. So if I don't win, it's not the end of the world. Because there's no consequence, guys. But I do think that they have definitely made an improvement. That was crazy. They've made a huge improvement in the AI's, the way it feels at least. You're definitely working the entire race now. Let's see if I can make this pass. He's blocking me, or I bet you he stays down this time. Oh, he didn't. He's going to give it to me? No way. Let's see what happens here. Oh, crap. I went in hot. Ugh. Thank you. That was crazy, but I made the pass. Oh, he's still going to beat me. Dang. Well, there you go, guys. That was... that was actually pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. So, I love it. I actually do, man. I mean, I know if you look at my whatever, dude, I'm not a pro. So, I'll keep that out there. I'm not a pro. But the whole point I'm trying to make with the adaptive AI is that you're not going to be left behind by everyone, but you're going to be in a position where you can learn. And that's the whole idea. Get in traffic, be able to race in traffic, and improve your racecraft. And I love it, dudes. I think that it's a really, really good improvement compared to what it was, because the way it was before, you would put your what you thought you could race at your what you think their level would be comparable to yours, and it's hit or miss. You might get it and you might not. And it was really frustrating to try to use AI like that. So with it being the way it is now, I really like this, because you can get in there and you can do a race, and you're going to be in the race no matter what, just to get better. And that was really fun, because even though I was near the back of the pack, the cars were still fighting for position, which is something I've never seen in AI. I've always been able to, in AI, until you got to the cars that were way faster than you, you could literally just dive bomb, dive bomb, dive bomb. You'd find the same corner, the hairpin, say at Sabering, and you could just dive bomb everybody there until the cows come home, and it wouldn't even matter. So that really was really cool. I really liked it. Guys, I'm going to have to end this live, but I appreciate you guys showing up, and I will see you guys at the next one, which is going to be a lot more often now that I've figured out this thing. Hopefully it will look good, and I will check it all out. It does seem to be freezing up a little bit, but I'm sorry about that. But we'll get it all fixed up, and I will see you guys at the next one. See you guys later. Bye.